Hey guys, so I got given some rhubarb, yay! And to be honest, it's been sat in the fridge for a few days and it's going a bit wobbly and I really need to do something with it. Now my first idea was I was going to put it in jars, preserve it and keep it for like winter puddings and that sort of stuff, yeah. But then I had another idea, jam, rhubarb jam, oh yeah. So I've got here 750 grams of rhubarb, but there's little end bits that need chopping off, so I'm going to weigh it again once I've chopped it. But I'm going to cut them to sort of just over a centimetre. Now, while I'm doing this, I should point out that the first thing you do is you sterilise however many jars you think you will need. Now to sterilise them, you can either give them a wash in really hot soapy water, or the best way of doing it is to actually put it on like a heavy duty cycle in the dishwasher, and that will just sterilise them nicely, and then keep them warm in the oven while you go through this process. Keep them about 100 degrees Celsius. And just keep the lids separate, but just put the jars in the oven. Right, so I've ended up with about 650 grams of rhubarb. I keep meaning to say beetroot. Why do I keep meaning to say beetroot? Rhubarb. I'm going to put about a cup and a half of sugar. So I'll put about a cup and a half of sugar in there. I'm just going to put a half a cup of water, just cold water.
I want to put the cold water in.
I'm going to give that a mix up.
Wow. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful, is it? Apparently it's beautiful. You better have a look. There we go. Let's get that nicely coated. Lemon. Just gonna squeeze the lemon and get as many of the pips out as I can find. And we're going to actually just chuck this in as well.
Is it here?
Good out.
Here.
Boom. Give that a stir up. So I've got the lemon, a couple of lemon quarters in there as well. I will fish those out later, but just keep them in for now. And we want to let that sit. So you just want to let that sit for about an hour. We've got a nice puddle of red liquidy stuff in the bottom of there. That sugar is just all soaked in nicely. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put this on the boil. We're going to let this boil for about 15 minutes, just giving it a stir every couple of minutes. And yes, the lemon bits are staying in there for now. That adds to the pectin, which helps it to get nice and firm and hold together. Right, so after that, it's been boiling for about 15 minutes. It's still looking nice and chunky, but it's really, really soft now. We're still keeping the lemon in there, and just give it a constant stir. I'll stir it about every minute or so, just make sure it doesn't burn to the bottom. Turn the temperature down and just let it gently simmer for about another 15 minutes. Now at this stage, you'll also be wanting to put a plate in the freezer so you can check for when this jam has reached setting point, and I'll show you that shortly. Okay, so I'm going to do my first check. This is my plate that I've had in the freezer. This has just been bubbling for about 10 minutes maybe. So I'm just going to get a blob of this. You see it's quite, you know, it's definitely keeping its... Oh, I just had a taste, that's yummy. Okay, so I only let that simmer for about 10 minutes. It seems to be pretty much ready, but then I am doing a smaller amount. But look at that, it's looking lovely and jammy. It's got some chunky bits in, which I like. I like a bit of a chunky jam. I'll show you how I jar it up. I've got a cloth on the bench here to put the jars on. Cloth to hold the jar. Now there's a reason. These are actually old cloth nappies, by the way. These come in so handy. Use a tea towel or whatever, or use your oven gloves for handling them. The reason I don't use my oven gloves is that it's just easier to clean a towel because you're probably going to end up getting jam all over it. Just my experience. Although I'm used to making jam in much larger volumes than this. So I'll get the jars out of the oven, or get one jar. Yeah. Normally I'd use a ladle, but reasonably small amount, so I'm just gonna, and it's quite firm, so I'm just gonna spoon it. Just want to tap it a bit just to get some air bubbles out. Shut the top on. There we go. One beautiful jar of rhubarb jam. Now eventually this top should seal in on itself. So I would recommend, if it doesn't seal in on itself, then maybe just store it in the fridge instead of the pantry, but normally that's the sign it's going to last. So I'll jar up the next one and we'll do the taste test. I am bringing the jam sample out to its natural prey. Who wants to try rhubarb jam sample? Well, there's the workers in the shed. You can see all the safety gear on, guys. Grab a cracker each. You know what you reckon? What do you think, Olivia? Hardly even tasted it yet.
One for me?
There is.
Nice. Lovely.
Nice, is it?
Amazing.
Is that good stuff?
Oh, that's a unique flavour of jam that I particularly like.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's almost like pudding
A bit
jam.
different. Well, jam is sweet.
Yeah, no, but
Not quite as tangy as I was expecting. Yeah, yeah.
And pudding.
Can you buy?
Oh, this would be nice
Can you
with
get-
biscuits.
Can you get
Ooh,
rhubarb? Can you get some more rhubarb so you can make some more of it?
We've got 2 jars, but should we end up with an influx of rhubarb, we now know what to do with it, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.